Hi everyone. Today I will be presenting our research work on a unified deep neurofuzzy approach for COVID-19 Twitter sentiment classification. So the outline of my presentation is going to be like this. First, I'll talk about the problem statement and the motivation behind it. Then I'll talk about the proposed architecture, data pre-processing, feature extraction and selection, fuzzy convolutional neural network, data collection, experimental results and analysis, and at the last, conclusion and the future work. The COVID-19 pandemic has caused a major effect on our lives. For example, our way of working, living, and socializing has changed. It also has had an effect on people's personal and social lives. Recently, it has been a major source of discussion on social media that how the COVID-19 pandemic has affected people's mental health. Our research work presents the sentiment analysis of the conversation of people on Twitter using machine learning tools and algorithms. Till now, several machine learning classifiers have been used for sentiment analysis. For example, KNN, that is K nearest neighbors, decision trees, random forests, etc. Recently, deep learning has also been widely used for sentiment analysis. For our research work, we will be using Sugeno integral, with the help of which we aggregate the information of different classifiers. We found that the Sugeno integral performs better than the individual classifiers. This figure shows the proposed Sugeno integral based unified approach for COVID-19 Twitter sentiment classification. We will be talking about each and every process in this pipeline in detail. The first process involved is data pre-processing, and it is one of the most important steps in machine learning pipeline. The data collected by us from different sources is usually in raw format. So it must be cleaned before feeding it to the machine learning classifiers. The pre-processing techniques we employ include removal of the URLs from the text, the special characters, numbers from characters, stop words, etc. Also, we convert all letters to lowercase and drop the null values. The next step involved is known as the feature extraction. The text data we have is usually not compatible with the machine learning classifiers because these classifiers only understand the numeric values. So we extract two different kinds of features from the text data. One is text feature, other is the fuzzy feature. For text feature, we use n-grams, which is one of the simplest concepts in machine learning. N-grams are the combination of words that are used together. If the value of n is 1, then it is known as unigram. If the value of n is 2, then it is known as bigrams. And if the value of n is 3, then it is known as trigram. Now, talking about the fuzzy features, we have used 6 different fuzzy features for our project. Fuzzy Q ratio, also known as fuzzy equation, computes the Levenshtein distance similarity ratio between the two strings. Partial ratio is computed by taking the shortest string and matching it with all substrings that are of the same length. The partial ratio function performs substring matching. It is done by taking the shortest string and matching it with all substrings that are of the same length. The token sort ratio tokenizes the strings, changes capitals to lowercase, and removes punctuation. The token sort ratio function sorts the strings alphabetically and then joins them together. The fuzzy ratio is computed when the strings we are comparing are same in spelling but are not in the same order. The token set ratio function is similar to the token sort ratio function, except it takes out the common tokens before calculating the fuzzy ratio between the new strings. The next very important step in a machine learning pipeline is the text feature selection. It is the process where we only select the important features from the set of input features which contribute more to the target variable. There are several techniques available for feature selection. For example, we have mutual information, ANOVA test, Pearson correlation coefficient, etc. In this study, we have used mutual information for text feature selection techniques. Mutual information is the application of information gain typically used in the construction of decision trees to feature selection. Now we will be talking about the algorithms used in our study. We have utilized both the machine learning classifiers and their fuzzy variants as well. The machine learning classifiers used by us include k-nearest neighbors, decision trees, random forest, Gaussian nearest neighbor, and the fuzzy classifiers used include fuzzy min-max classifier, fuzzy decision tree classifier, fuzzy support vector machine, unsupervised fuzzy rule-based classifier, and fuzzy convolutional neural network. Now this figure shows the fuzzy convolutional neural network, which is again one of the fuzzy classifiers that we have used in our research work. And the input to this fuzzy convolutional neural network include the features extracted using n-gram, word2vec, and fast text. Now comes the very important step, fuzzy fusion. There are two popular fuzzy integrals known as Sugeno integral and Choquette integral. These are effective aggregation operators based on fuzzy measures which can be used for fusion framework. In this project, we have used Sugeno integral, with the help of which we aggregate information from the base or individual classifiers. Now talking about the data set that we have used 3 different COVID-19 Twitter sentiment analysis datasets from the Kaggle. The first dataset that we have used is from Open Challenge COVID-19 Twitter sentiment analysis. It contains 9,890 tweets related to COVID-19. It contains 3 classes: positive, negative, and neutral. The positive class tweets include good news from the coronavirus perspective. For example, recovery of the people, safe places, etc. The negative class of the tweets include tweets that have the news of deaths, spread, and effects of coronavirus, bad language, etc. The neutral tweets are those which do not fall under the positive and negative tweet criteria and include general discussion, links, or information, etc. The second dataset, which is again from the Kaggle, contains 235,240 tweets for first phase dataset and 320,316 tweets for the second phase dataset. The tweets in this dataset contains the hashtag keywords like hashtag COVID-19, hashtag coronavirus, hashtag COVID, co-vaccine, lockdown, home quarantine, quarantine center, hashtag social distancing, hashtag stay home, stay safe, etc. The third dataset contains 5,900 991 tweets. These tweets are related to the vaccine with manually annotated sentiments, negative, neutral, and positive. Now we'll be talking about the exploratory data analysis. The figure below shows the word cloud for positive and negative tweets of all the three data sets. And the size of the words depend on the popularity of the word. Now this figure shows the distribution of data according to the Gibbs law, which explains that a small number of words are used all the time, whereas the vast majority of the words are used very rarely. So from the figure, it is clearly visible that we have less area for dataset 1 and 2 and more area above the expected ZIF curve for dataset 3 in higher ranked words. Now this figure shows the log-log graph. The x-axis is the log rank and the y-axis is the log frequency. By plotting on the log-log scale, the results show a roughly linear line on the graph. This figure shows the results of text feature selection using mutual information. The top figure is of fuzzy features and the below figure is of the text features. From the figure, it is visible that the fuzzy partial ratio, fuzzy partial token sort ratio, and the fuzzy partial token set ratio are the important features selected by the mutual information based feature selection method for all the three datasets. Now the coding part is done in Python programming language, and the training of the model is done using Google Colab. For training purposes, we split all the datasets into two parts, 70% for the training set and 30% for the test set. This table shows the accuracy of the fuzzy features on various fuzzy classifiers. And the features used by these classifiers are the fuzzy features. This table shows the accuracy of different machine learning classifiers. Again, the features used by these are fuzzy features. This table shows the accuracy of convolutional neural network. Now, for convolutional neural network, we used different kinds of features as discussed earlier. We used n-grams, we used word2vec, we also used fast text. Now we'll be talking about the comparison of different classifiers that we have discussed till now. And some of the important points are that the fuzzy fusion always gets better performance in terms of accuracy than the individual classifiers for fuzzy, machine learning, and convolutional neural networks. Convolutional neural network, or CNN, shows greater accuracy for dataset 2 because of its large size, that is 22,35,240 number of tweets. Fuzzy fusion based unsupervised aggregation framework performs better than supervised ensemble methods. Only 3 fuzzy features are as efficient as large text features, for example, n-gram, word2vec, and fast text for sentiment classification in terms of the test accuracy. Now at last, the conclusion and the future work. In this research work, we showed the aggregation of information by combining supervised, that is individual classifiers, and non-supervised, that is Sugeno integral methodology. Results of the experiments we have done show that the fuzzy-based unified framework using Sugeno integral performs better than the base or individual classifiers. In future, we intend to implement this approach in other areas of machine learning. For example, image processing, bioinformatics, and signal processing as well. Thank you. Thank you so much.